The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This...
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Owen.
Might want to be careful there.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. It's a good 35 yards out, this. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Madrid with the corner, they're first. Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Caceres cuts it out. Spread it left. That's a shade optimistic. Vinicius Junior. Shot could be on. And a chance! Just off target.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Owen. He has found the way through. And Owen! There it is! That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Jordan Henderson. Oh, good-looking ball. Vinicius Junior. There's the whistle for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good,
Just a
Peter.
quick
It
announcement,
seems the team
and
were just a
exciting
bit
one
too
too.
busy
We're about to announce
playing within
today's lottery
themselves,
numbers.
too
Please
tentative.
watch the
They have
screen
to
if you have a
improve
ticket.
and make it fast.
Substitution.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's well positioned here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Chelsea come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it. Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being...
Goes for a shot! Goal! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Chelsea grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind...
Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a sharp pass. Can he get on the end of this? Bale's chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. He's had a shot! Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Neymar plays it short. Vitinha puts the ball in. Mignon claims it without any fuss. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. That has been slung wide. And they've got rid. And smartly reclaimed. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Kukcu. Coming on the field is number 24, Palmer.
It's a pretty loose pass. Palmer. Oh, that was vital. That's going to go a long way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He can run onto that. He's picked his way through. Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Number 12.
Chelsea have their second corner now.
Number 23, Messi. Number 13, Rodri.
Shoots!
Coming on the field, number 9, away. Number 10, Phil Foden. Number 41, Rice.
So, third corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Has been indicated.
Owen. And it's Palmer.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Muscular approach does pay off here. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. We have already started here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive...
Goes for a shot! Just sails past the upright.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Jordan Henderson playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any...
Mbappe! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. But he's taking no chances there. João Neves, ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. Kahn with the clearance. Neymar! 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 shape! He's brilliant! About as smooth as it gets! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, that is a gem. The audacity to try it, and he made it count.
The execution here was absolutely awesome. They should be erecting a statue in his honour for that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better.
And pull it! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's picked his way through. And this is Neymar. Mbappe. Chance, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Caceres. And it's Neymar. Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? A finish right from the top draw. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A case now of complete control. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Xavi Alonso. Di Marco. And he's intervened well there. Girassi. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Donatoni.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Chelsea finding their passes. He's well positioned here. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Khan, in the context of the game, he must save it. And they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself to her.
And there's the end of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Chelsea are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 24,
And the action is back on the way.
Donatoni. Coming on the field, number 15.
Jordan Henderson is one of those players
Number
who's
37.
known for reading the game better than anyone. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's gone looking for safety. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
João Neves. Schneider.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
Now it's Gullit. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Neymar. Schneider. Oh, well measured. He's in space and looking for options. He's found a way through. Real chance! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
67 minutes is
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Just eases him off the ball. Ball swung in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Out towards the flank. Looking tidy in possession here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Neymar. Now it's Bale. Oh, what? And he shoots! And that has flown over.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim. European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Danger averted for now. Now it's Shevchenko. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And a real chance to break the deadlock.
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That was beautiful, something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Van Nistelrooy. It's not an especially good pass, that. Can he get it through? Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Jordan Henderson.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer goal.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Brest have their second corner now. Van Nistelrooy! And he gets rid in a hurry. Pirlo. Ball swung in. Defending of the desperate variety. Rijkaard ploughing through the middle. Oh, that's well spotted. Threads one in. João Neves. Schneider. Short changes him with that pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Pass is just off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
João Neves does well to get it back. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Barol. Pirlo.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Shifted upfield. Now this could be a chance. And it's Shevchenko. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! Lofted it. Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Mbappe. Chelsea still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Cleared without complication. And here's Vitinha. Vitinha puts them all in. And he's taking no chances there.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Vitinha.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And a chance! He's missed, but not by that far. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
That's going to go a long way. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's picked it up out wide.
Stade Brestois are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
They're on! Oh, that is very close.
Veron brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And that has been cleared. And that's been won straight back. And he's well positioned here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Saliba has it out wide and in space. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking to play him in.
Has been indicated.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too.
Your
We're
final
about to
thoughts,
announce
Jim?
today's
It's just a
lottery
bad
numbers.
day at the
Please
office,
watch the
Peter.
screen if
They
you have
look
a ticket.
below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of...
And the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's headed upfield. Can he get on the end of this? That pass just didn't quite work. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Grealish. Neymar gets flagged offside. Can he get it through? Rivaldo. Forlan. Stood up well to him there. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Bale. Boca Juniors do have a chance to counter here. No goals as yet. Schneider. Now it's Grealish. Now it's Bale. Grealish. Oh, nice touch. Now, can they get him away? Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Rivaldo. It's Rivaldo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Boca Juniors with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bale clears. It's a lovely, neat pass. And now they can spring out of defence. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Forlan. Shot could be on. Oh, that's a fine interception. Forward it goes. Schneider tries to pass it through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Goes for a shot! And another try! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Today, everybody, to make
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started.
Thank
0-0.
you for your cooperation. Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
That's been cut out, well played. Chelsea come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Rivaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar. Boca Juniors appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Forlan.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, this looks sharp. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And here's Vinicius Junior, and he's had it nicked away.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution for Boca Juniors. Number 24, Fiore. Coming on to replace him is number 17, De Bruyne.
Backward it goes. Shot, surely! Bale goes short. Lofted in. Rijkaard can get it clear. Chelsea have their second corner now. Abiati claims comfortably.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
This looks promising. Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso. Throw in. And it's Rivaldo. Batistuta. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Caceres. And it's Xavi Alonso.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Great ball, and he's in here. Neymar is onto this. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the referee brings it to a close. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot...
Vitinha! And the ball's come loose here. Caught offside that time. And he's managed to get free. Neymar! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a pretty loose pass. Schneider. Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Shapes to shoot! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Bruno, in the context of the game, he must save it. Oh, he's missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Botafogo trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it.
Oh, smashing header! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. It's Rooney! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Schneider. Pass is just off target. Bellingham. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he shoots! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets! And the comeback is complete! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. There's the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Taken back almost at once. Alex Grimaldo. Up he goes! He's scored! A again in a trice, and they are soaring. A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 6.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Stood up well to him
3
there.
minutes at a time.
Oh, that's well spotted. João Neves. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's away! Mbappe! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund. Substitution on the field. Number 9, Bale. Number 5,
And we're
Schneider.
underway again.
Coming on the field.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really...
Oh, what has happened? Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Goes long and straight. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that could set him on his way. And he's in on goal. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a little off target. And here's Bernardo Silva. Swings in across. And that has been clear. And he's had a hit! Botafogo have their second corner now. Surely now! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Grealish. Chelsea still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, that was vital. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Van Dijk makes the interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Rooney. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that ball...